Here we are back in our virtual courtroom as a star witness takes the stand in the murder trial of Nima Momeni, the defendant's sister. Momeni is the tech consultant charged with stabbing and killing Cash App founder Bob Lee last year in San Francisco. So the trial adjourned until Monday, but not before the court heard from Momeni's sister, whose relationship with Lee is at the center of this case. Khazar was with Lee for hours the day that he was killed and has maintained a low profile in the 18 months since. Well, the judge ordered her to appear in court as early as this past Tuesday, but today prosecutors finally called her to testify. Our Lauren Toms has been in the courtroom all week long. She joins us live now with more on how Momeni's sister defended her brother on the stand. Lauren.
Yeah, Juliet, stunning testimony from a key witness in this case and one of the last people to see Bob Lee alive, the defendant's sister, Khazar. She maintained that she was self-destructive and crying in the days after Bob Lee's death, but said that she does not believe her brother killed Bob Lee. Khazar Momeni, the sister of the man accused of fatally stabbing Bob Lee, took the witness stand Thursday with critical testimony about what happened in the hours leading up to Lee's death and her communication with her brother in the hours after. She said her brother Nima did not kill Bob and wasn't aware of the defense's argument that their client was acting in self-defense.
I was struck by one of the first things she said when asked by the DA about, do you know basically that your brother killed Bob Lee, but it was self-defense? And she said, my brother has not killed Bob Lee. I don't know anything else about the case. Credibility is hugely important in a jury trial.
Attorney Shannon Dugan witnessed the stunning moment Khazar entered the courtroom in a light blue dress as the room anticipated her recounting of events.
They were pretty transfixed. Again, they weren't looking down, taking a lot of notes. All eyes were on her.
She described her time at her friend named Jeremy Boyven's apartment, who she describes as a drug dealer. There, she said she consumed cocaine, nitrous oxide, LSD, and GHB on April 3rd. But she maintained she was under the influence of drugs at that time and distraught by Bob's passing. She said she did not recall most text messages and attributed some to bickering with her brother.
So in a way, it was used to give her an out for recollecting a lot of what happened.
Inside the courtroom, the prosecution revealed text messages between her and her brother Nima, where she threatened to call the cops on him and refuted claims that she was sexually assaulted.
Things that are coming spontaneously from people before they think that police officers are going to be involved, before they think these text messages are going to get subpoenaed for a trial.
And for the first time, we also heard from Bob Lee's brother, Oliver, who has been present through the trial alongside his dad. He refuted Khazar's testimony and remembered his brother for his kindness.
It's very difficult for us, and to see her today take that grief from us and use it to repair her or her image within all of this scenario is really, really difficult for us. My brother was about love and empathy, and he was an awesome person, and I'm gonna miss him. I do miss him. But 2 years or 18 months later, or a year and a half later, I'm not in shock anymore. I'm angry.
Now, Juliet, Khazar is not only a witness for the prosecution, but also for the defense. And when court resumes on Monday, we can expect to hear even more testimony from her. And today, we heard that we can also expect to see more text messages between Khazar and her brother.
Yeah, if we kind of review those text messages from right after Bob Lee's death, they indicate that she seemed pretty desperate to find out what happened to her friend, correct?
Yeah, Juliet, that's correct. Prosecutors revealed text messages between Khazar and her brother in which she said that she wanted to get to the bottom of what happened to Bob Lee. And at one point she said, either I'll ask or the cops will.
All of that is evidence. All right. Lauren Toms. Lauren, thank you. And Lauren will be back in court next week when the case resumes. You can follow our coverage on the air on our website, KPIX.com, and streaming on CBS News Bay Area.